Hi, Kevin from the Awareness website. We've got this week's edition of Classroom Classics. We're going to start off with giving you the right angles on the partitions, and then we're going to march you in the right direction for your fair ladies. Make sure you stay to the end, because we're going to tell you just exactly why you need to be doing 3 sets a day for 30 days. Hang in there. Alright, let's get started. We're going to talk about partitions. Now there's a couple things with partitions of getting the right step. So everybody knows that we work on the toyu, so the 45-degree angle step with toyus and most of the moves in the set. So partitions is no different. So when you start off from the partitions, you go from the horizontal whip to one side, facing this direction. Now what happens is you're going to shift back, set up your 45 degrees, holding the ball, and you're going to step off 45 degrees from this foot, not from the straight line. So you're going to be going in that direction with your partitions, going left and right, but you're not going to be 45 from the straight line. You're actually going to be 22.5 degrees from the straight line, because your next step, as you go forward with your partition, your next step is going to be 45 degrees from that foot. So you're stepping over, and so then it's going to give you a 45-degree angle from one side to the other based on the direction you're going. Now what happens is when you get to that last partition, you're going to go into left grass bird's tail. Now to set up the 45 degrees for grass bird's tail, you're going to have to step a little bit wider, because this is, again, 22.5. So you're going to step off 45 degrees from the center line with your left grass bird's tail, so that you've got 45 degrees for when you go into grass bird's tail. So, hope that makes sense. Just remember, you're always on that 45, so you might have to adjust it a little bit, but it should stay comfortable. And also too, you want to line up the lead arm when you're doing your partitions. That lead arm lines up with the front foot. So you don't want to be swinging the arm way off to the side. You want it to come out and line up over that foot with the other hand pressing down in front. And then they just turn, come up and hold the ball. So keep that in mind as you do your partitions. Fair Ladies was the next thing that we ended up working on. And it's an interesting move, because you're doing, sometimes it's Fair Lady Works Shuttles. Some people call it Fair Ladies, other people call it four corners, because you're going to all four corner directions. Now the thing with that is, you got to try to remember which one comes first. Is it the left hand that goes up, or the right hand goes up? Are you stepping the left or the right? So it's really simple. And the easiest way to remember it is, like we said on the Facebook, left, right, left, right. So if you can remember that as you go through it, it should make it a lot easier for you. And the way it goes is from the whip to one side. Now you're going to start with the pivot, you're going to cross, so you're going to pivot on your left heel, cross with the left hand on the outside, you're going to pivot on the right toe, and then you're going to stand up, and now you're facing in the opposite direction. You're now going to step to the left corner, the left hand rolls up, and the right hand pushes straight out. So that's all on the left side. You drop the hands. You're going to pivot on the left heel. You're going to put the toe back and continue to pivot on your left heel. Your right hand is on the outside. You're going to step to the right corner, and then the right hand goes up. Then you're going to stand up, cross with the left on the outside, step to the left corner, and the left hand rolls up. Then you're going to turn it around again. So you drop the hands, You're going to pivot on the heel, toe back. Now the right hand is on the outside. Continue your pivot, step to the right corner, and the right hand rolls up. Then you're going to hold the ball, left grass bird's tail. Again, stepping a little wider because of your angles. Left grass bird's tail. Now that brings us to the last little bit of this challenge that we've put out for everybody, or this suggestion. 3 sets a day for 30 days. And I just want to break it down for you a little bit. Now, typically, if you're going to go to class twice a week, and say you do 1 set per class, so that's 2 sets per week for 52 weeks. That means in a year, you will do a minimum of, say, 104 sets. Now, you might do a few extras and stuff here and there, but say 104. Now, in 3 sets a day for 30 days, so in a month, you're going to do 90 sets. Now, if that's not including what you do in class, you're going to be doing maybe close to 100 sets a month. So in the course of a month, you're going to do the equivalent amount of work that you would normally do in a year. Is that not going to move you along a little quicker? And if you continue to do that, so, okay, 30 days, but maybe you're going to really enjoy doing that a little bit more. So how much work are you going to do, and how fast are you going to progress if you just keep up that pace? So think about it. 1 month of work in a year, possibly a little bit more work that you can put in there. So, so keep going. And as always, check out our website. Like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay tuned for lots more. Talk to you later.